Good morning. It is Deanna, your fave stylist. And I am here on my platform to promote, inspire, and motivate other hairstylists by sharing how I run my business. And today I would like to speak on pruning your plants. I'm not much of a gardener, but I do grow a business. I grow hair. I grow relationships with people. And what I have learned with growing things is that there are going to be times when you have to prune your plants. If you look up the definition of prune, it pretty much means to remove the undeveloping parts of the plant. So the parts that you don't want to be there are the parts that are dying. Because if you don't, then eventually it's going to fall off on its own. But in the meantime, if it doesn't, it's just an eyesore. It doesn't look good. The plant doesn't look healthy. Um, and in some plants, if you leave the part that is dying on the actual plant, like a saguaro cactus, if a saguaro cactus begins to get that mold on it from when it gets damaged from when someone hits it, it actually begins to kill the rest of the plant. So I like to think of my business, the relationships with my clients and the people around me, um, and the hair that I work on as plants. And when the time comes, that hair has got to be trimmed. That business has got to be pruned as well. And you need to get rid of systems and people that don't fit your culture. So your plant is all of the positive things that keep your business growing, the culture of your business, the certain the leaves are the certain employees, or I guess you could say the leaves of the plants. They are the certain employees that you choose to operate within your business that have to match the rest of your plant. And just like hair, sometimes we can get so caught up in wanting to have length in our hair that we won't trim our bad ends because it looks better. Let me tell you something. Do not hang on to things that parts of your plant that need to be pruned because you are more concerned with how your plant looks, or because you don't have the time to prune your plant. These bad things are things that do not grow. They visibly do not look good. And they bring down the value of your plant being your business, your plant being your clientele, your plant being you, the person that you are as a professional. And if there are ever any negative things within your business, your relationships, yourself, best believe when you have one rotten apple, one piece of a plant, or those bad ends on that hair, they do begin to damage the rest of the plant. I have found myself in more than one occasion in a situation to where I would hang on to employees because, you know what, I really want to hang on to this booth renter right now because I'm about to go on vacation and I really, really want the finances to come together at the salon while I'm gone. I really, really want to hang on to this booth renter because this booth renter has built a relationship with so many of the clients at my salon and things like that. But you know what? Once you get rid of relationships and people and things that are not conducive to productivity within your business, And even in your life, it is amazing how God will open doors. I hung on to a hairstylist for months longer than what I should have held on to her. And I learned a very, very valuable lesson about letting go of things that are no good for you or for your business. Cause your business is an extension of you. So I keep coming back and saying you, because at the bottom line, if your business is not doing well, you're not doing well if you're really trying to do business properly. So I held on to a young lady that, I should have gotten rid of a long time ago. There were many issues, including tardiness, hygiene, um, customer service, communication problems, um, you know, not being able to responsibly handle booth rent and, just appearance issues. And, there was always conflict with another hairstylist, and she seemed to always be the common denominator. I held on to that stylist simply for the fact that, um, sometimes I put my heart too much into business is the biggest reason. And, when it comes down to business, you can put your heart into it, but, at the bottom line is a business, and you're in business to make money. This is your livelihood. And so, sometimes you got to take your heart out of it and just be straight black and white by the books about it. And sometimes it's going to hurt you because you're going to, by default, by putting your business first, it's going to make you, be a bad person in some people's eyes because they don't think business mind. They're still thinking with their heart. They, want to believe that you guys have more of a friendship relationship than you do have a business relationship. So my heart was in it too much. Your heart can be in it, but only to a certain amount. Like, business has got to come first, because if their heart was in what they were doing, then, you probably wouldn't have to put as much of your heart into it when you considered them. So I hang on to this young lady for too long. And the fact was because I put my heart into it too much. And another big reason was because I was more concerned about making sure that I had a booth renter to help come up with the costs, for my bills at the end of the month. And what happened was a very, very terrible situation, which is a whole nother video. And this young lady, although she was motivated, the first one there and the last one to leave, at the end of the day, she was a thief. And that was probably why she was the first one there and the last one to leave all the time. And thieves are conniving. And, if you're a good thief, you want people to believe that you're a good person. And she did that for about 8 months. Very helpful, very sweet, very funny, very kind, you know, a mother, all of these things. But there's plenty of mothers out there. Like, if you got kids, then we're grown. We got to take care of them. You can't let that determine why you'll keep somebody. Oh, they've got a baby and they've got this and they've got that. The bottom line is, if they wanted to keep their job, they would stay within the guidelines that you guys have set in your legal agreements. And you just have got to run your business like that. So I put too much of my heart into it, and I did not put business first. I put, my heart and my feelings for, this particular young lady first. And so, prune your plants. If there are bad things, bad habits, poor images, poor communication with clients, any of these things that you see, that don't match the culture of your business. And I say culture of business because I do booth renters and they are independent contractors, which means I can't say, you need to do this way. You need to do this that way. But I can and I will make sure that my independent contractors that I hire, they are the leaves on my plant. They have to match the other healthy parts of my plant. And you know what? You'll be surprised how once you cut that bad part off, how God will start opening doors and sending other qualified people your way. So thank you for listening. I'm Deanna, your fave stylist, the owner of Melvira's Hair Studio, located here in Tucson, Arizona. I teach, I reach, and I like to inspire other people to grow. And once I first started growing my business, I would be looking on YouTube for all these videos about how to handle certain situations, how to fire somebody, how to hire somebody, how do I handle a situation where I have a thief in my salon, because many women step out on their own and they open up these salons. Get you a mentor or mentors. They're already around you. There's plenty of successful people around you that want to help you. Reach out to them. There's plenty of SCORE workshops and SBA.org and plenty of organizations within your community that are willing to help you. So just get out there, network, keep pushing, keep doing your grind. I'm going to keep doing mine, and I'll see you on the next video.